Morning, chaps. This is Thursday, the 2nd of February, and I'm going to try again to do a 3-razor comparison shave. I'm using rather a nice sandalwood from Gary Hayward. A very kind of him. Very nice sandalwood shaving soap. I've only used it a couple of times. Very nice, very good soap. Anyway, this is a second attempt by me to try and do a comparison shave with 3 different size Bokers. Now, I'm used to doing all the comparisons with the usual quality end razors, the collectible ones, the Philharmonicas and the Palmeras. But actually, I'd really say that my first good quality razor was a Boker. And I have got several of them now. So I thought, let's go back and try these. I thought we'd try with a lovely little antique Boker, one of the prettiest little razors I've seen. Celluloid scales, very beautiful. A 5/8, that was came from Boris de Riviere. And the others, I thought, to complement Gary's recent video, I thought I'd try a factory-edged Boker, one which I've only ever touched once. I've stropped all these razors exactly the same way, so they should be fine. The other two, my big Boker 14, which is an 8/8, that one, and the little Boker are all on Suhiru 20K edges, so they're all synthetics. But the factory one, I've no idea what that is. So I thought we'll have a little look. And and the reason I messed up the other video was because I don't know what I'm doing. You see, I'm relatively new to YouTube, and this phone, this is a Google Pixel 6. They're very advanced. It's very complicated. Anyway, I also lightly stropped them on this little Alum strop, which of course is rather nice because it's exactly the right size. It's not too small, it's not too big. Anyway, stropping on that. This little beast is the little Boker. Beautiful scales. You can see the little tree and the Boker insignia. Now this one has got the 20K edge, and believe it or not, because I don't normally go for 5/8, but this is a very nice little razor. This is also my first time staring into the screen of my phone while attempting a shave. You can do zoom and all sorts of nonsense. Anyway, back to the razors. Yeah, this is a crisp, beautiful little razor. As Jeff said the other day, it's got a very unique sound, very crisp sound to it. I wouldn't normally go for 5/8, but this is an exception. This is about 2 days worth of stubble, so it ain't that thick, but it's thick enough. Now, going up in size, how about that for a beautiful razor? Again, it's the Boker. I absolutely love the scales. I really do like faux tortoiseshell scales. Now this one is brand spanking new. This has got the factory edge on it, and all I've done is stropped it, and not even heavily. So I'm going to leave this side for a moment. Let's attempt a shave on the other side and see what happens. I must say, it's a little bit intimidating as I'm normally used to looking into my shaving mirror as I am now, like that. But I guess you guys can probably see what's happening. Do you know, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Obviously I wouldn't shave unless I get a very good hanging hair test. The hanging hair test on this one wasn't quite as good as on my big Boker 14. It's doing well. Yeah. So for first pass, we've used a little 5/8, and this is a 7/8. And I don't know, everybody has a different opinion about these things. I find the larger the razor, the more confident I am with it. Little razors are sweet, but I find a little bit fiddly, a little bit light. This one, 7/8. However, ta-da, now we bring in the big guns. This is a full 8/8 Boker. It's their Boker 14. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love having the deep, full address stamped properly into the steel. I'm not one for acid, I'm not one for laser. It's lazy. This is the proper way to do it. And of course it's got a beautiful patterned, probably laser cut pattern, gold plated onto the spine. This I have used quite a few times. It is an absolutely gorgeous razor. One of the things I know you'll laugh about big razors is when you come to do the hanging hair test, they sing to you. And this one, when you do the hanging hair test, it goes ping. The other's a little bit more dull. Again, hanging hair isn't the be all and end all. The be all and end all is how well a razor shaves naturally. But I will not shave with any razor that doesn't give me a good hanging hair test. So I'm going to go for a second pass against the grain. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Listen to that cut. And I've got horrible stubble. It's old grey barbed wire. And when you get a razor like this beautiful Boker, and it cuts it as well as that, that's amazing. I would say, talking of shaving and angles, I do find under the chin, just about around there, to be my most difficult to get a full BBS. I do love, after I've made a quick video, to get a BBS. Which means you have to go searching over your face for all the awkward bits of stubble you didn't get. Likewise, this will do your moustache area. Pretty well. Again, I'm not absolutely familiar with the best techniques. It's almost lethal to go from a very small to a very big, or vice versa, and do complicated manoeuvres. Doing a cross moustache, much as I enjoy it, I do find if you've already done a successful downward stroke, it doesn't seem an awful lot of point. It's the other one is the fool's pass, which again I can do. I often do one-handed, but nice and accurate. Again, I like the firmness of a big razor. Can you hear that cutting? It's cutting pretty well. Again, I'm sorry, I'm looking into the shaving mirror again. Yeah, it gets every single hair. But I like to trim afterwards, so do forgive me if I cut this one fairly short. Also, if you go over 15 minutes, it takes forever to load up. So, what a nice razor. So for me, it puts Boker right at the top of the tree. Sorry, tree sign. I love the noise that a big razor makes. I don't like little razors, they do squeaky little things. This is a nice big boy. And it doesn't mind whether it's hot or it's cold. The one thing I would warn, if I can very brief on this, is if you're going to use alum after you've had a shave, which a lot of us do, pull that a bit tighter. The one thing I would say is don't make the mistake which I once did of using alum and then discovering after you've put it on your face, you think you've washed it all off. And then you find a little bit of stubble you didn't get. So you pick up the razor like an idiot and you put it on your face with the alum, still little bits of alum on your face. You then put the razor down, wash your face, and when you come back to look at your razor, it's stained it black. Alum is a very powerful chemical. I'm not really certain if it's useful. However, I'll finish off quickly. This is just a quick two-passer. I'm not going to go mad and do a full BBS, but even now, that's really nice. So let me just try and wipe this blade off, and I'll very quickly show you all the three blades in question. All three are Boker. All three are magnificent razors. That's the big one. That's the 8.8, which I highly recommend. Anything is just very difficult to strop. It's got banana curved scales, and it's very, very awkward to strop it. Doesn't matter whether it's a loom strop or whether it's a normal hanging strop. It's a bugger. And now we have, ta-da! This is an absolutely stunning looking razor. It's on their premium selection. Again, it's a 7/8 Boker with faux scales, one of my favourites. And here, at long last, getting to the end of the video, is my beautiful little antique Boker. This is a sweet little thing. It's got the Boker inscription, excuse me while I wipe it off. It's got the Boker inscription on the blade. I know it's going to be reversed because I've got the camera the wrong way around. So that's a little quick review, which I love to do, of Bokers. So we have the big Boker, we have the beautiful select Boker, and we have the antique Boker, all of which gave a fantastic shave. So I would recommend Boker very, very highly. And normally I'm an antique razor person. So anyway, chaps, thanks for watching my nonsense. And if you do subscribe to the channel, I'll be doing some really exciting stuff soon. Gary sent me some hollow edged razors to try. So see you soon. Bye.